Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will present our shipping analysis for the Brampton, Ontario to Savannah, Georgia lane under first rate transportation. So, as you can see, let's discuss the shipping overview. So, this is a 1,008 mile cross border full track load shipment. The transit time is approximately 2 days, fully compliant with hours of service regulations. And this is a long haul contract lane, meaning pricing must be sustainable and strategically planned, not just competitive. So now I will pass to Arshdeep to discuss the industry benchmarks.
Thank you, Fasil, for telling about the shipping overview. So now I will go to the industrial benchmark. Like according to the American Transportation Research Institute, 2022, the average industry cost is $2.25 per mile, and the specialized carriers are 2.44 per mile, and the deadhead average is 5.4%. So these numbers provide a benchmark to evaluate whether this lane is this competitive, and the other thing is achievable. So now I will hand this over to Shweta, so she will tell about the cost drivers and backhand risk.
Thank you, Arshdeep. Now I will explain the cost driver backhaul risk. Road outboarding cost. Pre-driver, our cost analyze show higher than average expenses. The main cost driver are high equipment financing payment, cross-dock operation, cross-border documentation, complexity, no secured backhauls. This factor push our operational cost above the industry average. Backhaul risk. The biggest concern is the return trip. Currently, there is 100% head on the return of from Savannah to Brampton. This increased the road trip cost of $6.62 per mile, which is not financially sustainable long term. Without return, pro- profit margin will continue shrinking. I will now pass it to the fourth speaker and explain about the financial recommendation.
Thanks, Veda. Now I will explain the Incoterm and our final recommendation for this lane. First, the agreed Incoterm is delivered at place, and our company is responsible for delivering the goods from Brampton, Ontario to Savannah, Georgia. This means we arrange the truck, manage the driver, pay for fuel, insurance costs, and toll, and all other transportation costs. We are also responsible for this shipment during transit. If any damage or delay happens before delivery, it is our responsibility. However, once the truck arrives in the United States and reaches the customer location, the buyer is responsible for the customs clearance and import duties. The buyer must pay the import taxes and complete the custom process. Finally, the buyer is also responsible for unloading the goods at their warehouse. Delivery at place is commonly used in cross border trucking because it clearly divides responsibility. It helps both parties understand who pays for what and who handles each step of shipment. Now, I will explain our pricing recommendation. After analyzing our cost structure, we found that our operational costs are higher than industry average. The main reason are equipment, financing, cross-border documentation, especially the lack of backhaul. Currently, we have 100% deadhead on the return trip from Savannah to Brampton. This means the truck returns empty and we are not generating revenue on the way back. These significantly increase our cost per mile and reduce profitability. To manage this risk, our final recommendation is first, we should bid at $4.25 per mile. The price keeps us competitive while still covering our cost. Second, we must secure at least 50% backhaul within 6 months. Even partial backhaul will reduce deadhead miles and improve profitability. These review our equipment financing structure, use fixed cost, and improve long term financial stability. The strategy balances competitiveness with risk management. Finally, as we mentioned in the conclusion, Brampton to Savannah lane has strong potential because it is a consistent long-haul contract lane. However, the biggest risk is empty return trip. If we don't secure backhaul freight, our round trip cost will remain high and profit will also continue to shrink. Our strategy focuses on three key areas: competitive but sustainable pricing, reducing operational and financial risk, ensuring long-term profitability. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everyone.